Lori became certified in interactive metronome in 2003, and at that point started her own company, I Am Focused, where she continues helping students that struggle today.
The 4 labels I'm hoping to cover, they're stubborn. They're just stubborn. Or, boy, that was rude. Label them rude. They just won't listen. Or I didn't hear you. And he's lazy. But they're not correct, really. There's neurological basis for these behaviors. Okay, I'm going to start with he's stubborn. I'm going to first say that I had Kendra, who's 28 now, and I have 2 grandbabies with her. And she was such an easy child to raise. And then came Brad. And Brad was a different child, and everybody that's gone through parenting knows that, you know, that first one you just think you got it all down and you know everything, and then the second one comes along, right? So he was my second one. Kendra, you would say, Kendra's got time to go take a bath, and she would just run and jump in the bathtub and pick up her toys, and no big deal. And Brad, if you did that, he'd have a major meltdown, like he didn't want to take a bath, but then you'd have him in the bathtub and you'd say, Brad, let's go, let's get out. And he'd melt down about getting out. So he melted down. It didn't take very long for me to discover that it wasn't really he didn't like a bath. It was that shifting from playing to taking a bath, or from a bath to something else, was very difficult for him. That's called cognitive flexibility. There's a little part of the brain called the cingulate gyrus. You don't need to know all those names. But actually, that's in charge of cognitive flexibility, and it doesn't work very well with children on the spectrum. So you get these behaviors. What can you do? What you can do if you're interacting with a child and they tend to just melt down when you're transitioning. You notice it with transitions, that's a big word too, I guess, when you change them from one activity to another, and they resist it, and they're just avoidance. Their system is stuck on this. And you need to get them there. So there's some steps you can do. One is proximity. You come up close to them. You don't like stay way far away and talk to them across the room. You won't get their attention. 2, you touch them. You don't mind being my guinea pig. You touch them and you say, look at me. Okay, so you get their attention and you make sure that they look at you. And then you say, in 1 minute, we're going to go take a bath. In 1 minute, we're going to go take a bath. So you've prepped them for that change. Then in 1 minute you come back and you do the exact same things. That seems simple. It just avoids so many meltdowns. It's not really, a lot of people don't understand that that's why the meltdowns are happening. Because they're cognitively inflexible.